Hello, Miscreants. How are we doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Everybody ready for a fun night of miscreant misbehaving and a whole lot of fun? I hope so. I am ready
Party
for sure.
people, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I am feeling good, and it's good to be back with friends, with family, with the Miscreants, right back here tonight. All right, guys, welcome to What's Cooking in the South. I am your host, Rick Hughes, and we're here to cause trouble. We're here to have fun at the intersection of food and football. We like to talk about both. What I want from you guys right now in the chat section, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, I want you guys to do me a favor and type in, what did you have for dinner? That's how we sort of get this whole thing kicked off. What did you have for dinner? I had a meatloaf sandwich and some vegetables and a chocolate cinnamon shake. I want to know from you guys, what did you have for dinner? So let me hear about it. Let's talk about it. And we like to kick off this show with a little something called Food for Thought. Food for Thought, I want to talk about something kind of different. I want to talk about a fan base. I want to talk about the Bucs fan base and how the Bucs fan base has been loyal and has stuck through difficult times and hiccups and bad times and all kinds of things. And I want to thank the fan base here. I want to thank the Miscreants for basically being a great fan base. And last night we launched a new adventure, and doggone it, you guys showed up in spades, and I want to thank you guys for what you did last night. That meant a lot to me. It really did. I had a lot of fun last night. It was a great show. We covered a lot of great football information, and it was a good time, and it really was successful thanks to you guys. So please, everybody, hit that share button, hit the like button, comment. I want to hear your comments. I'm reading right now. Okay, Antonio, thank you. Yes, Antonio Vittori, go Bucs, doggone it, you're right. James Sawinski, please re-sign AB. James says, please re-sign AB. Yeah, well, I think it's going to happen. I think that's going to happen. Najee Harris, we'll see if he falls. Don't know. Don't know that that's going to happen. Okay, sorry, I was muted there. I believe that we are that this show is butting up against WrestleMania in Tampa tonight. I believe that's the case. If that's the case, I don't know how long we'll go tonight. We'll find out. But let's have a good time tonight. Let's talk some football. Let's have fun. You guys are the Miscreants. Things tend to get off the rails. Let's have some fun. I want to hear from you guys, and I'm going to put a link in the chat. Now, some of you folks are new. I don't know some of you guys. Looks like there's some new folks hanging around here. Antonio and James and Tim, I don't believe you guys have ever come in on the show. You guys, I'm putting a link down right now. What I want from you guys is to join the fun, join the trouble, join the chaos. Let's have a good time here. And you don't have to come on camera. You can still come on just like you're phoning in, just by using that link. And let me show you how it works by first adding to the stream Matt Colson from Oklahoma City. Hello, my friend. What did you have for dinner? And I love the picture, by the way. What did you have for dinner?
I had a run through Sonic and chips and dip, and we watched that Godzilla movie again with my kids this afternoon.
Oh, man. You had to watch that garbage twice?
Yeah, three times.
Three times. Man, that's brutal.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Get together. They have to come over one at a time.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. And let's add.
If they'd have cut that down into segments and took out all the people, it might have been fun.
Yeah. I'm not so sure anything could have been done with that. Some people love that. I don't know how. Johnny Dean, well, let's call him the miscreant in charge. How you doing, Mr. Professor?
All right, how you doing, bud?
Doing great.
I enjoyed it, and I had burgers.
Okay, well, there's a change now, Johnny. I've decided. After asking you repeatedly what you have for dinner and not getting an answer like burgers, but it always being, a struggle or met with silence or nothing, here's what I've decided. From this point forward, I'm going to ask you and you alone, what should you have had for dinner?
What should I have had for
Yes,
dinner?
or either that or I'm just going to tell you what you should have had for dinner. It's your
I'll tell
choice.
you what I should have had for dinner, some rattlesnake. That would have been great.
Okay, now that's what I want to hear. There you go.
That's actually pretty good.
It is.
Right.
As it's great as venomous snakes go.
Once you chop the head off, it's all chicken meat, just on a big tube.
That's how you eat it too. That's how you cook it. You cook it just like you cook like chicken poppers or something, man.
Tim Marler says he's been on several times. Maybe I just don't know you by your last name, Tim. I don't know if you've called. I don't recall you calling in, but not to this show. You may have called in on a different show. I'm not sure, but you may be known as Tim from somewhere, and that might be what has thrown me. Heath James, welcome to the show. How are you doing, my friend? If he's still available, keep Scotty Miller, cut ties with AB unless he makes it too easy to sign him, and take Najee Harris if he's available. Listen, they're going to keep Scotty Miller, but Scotty Miller and AB are two totally different types of players. They're two totally different types of players. You're asking guys who do two totally different things, and you're comparing the two. I get where you're coming from. Scotty Miller is nice to have, and let me tell you something. When you want somebody to run far, run fast, that's the guy. But as far as a great route runner, first down possession kind of guy, as far as all of the other things that wide receivers do other than going fast and going deep, AB is one of the best that has ever played the game. And you saw that at the end of the year, and you saw how important he was in the second half of the year. So
you'd be hard pressed to find a better route runner in the history of the NFL.
What was that, Johnny?
I said you'd be hard pressed to find a better route runner in the history of the NFL than AB.
Yeah. What were you saying, Matt?
It's like comparing a dragster and a Ferrari. They both go really, really fast, but a dragster just does a one shot. And a Ferrari can go left and right and hug the curves and hit the marks.
Oh, that's a great comparison.
It is.
Yeah,
that's actually a really good comparison.
That's the way I look at it when I think of the two. I'd like to have the Ferrari, but it doesn't hurt to have a dragster every once.
Right. That's actually a really, really good way to put that. So let's bring in our miscreant from the north. God, I love that picture. Mike, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. How are you, Rick?
Good. What'd you have for dinner?
2 double cheeseburgers with chili.
Okay, a lot of people had burgers tonight, apparently.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, nice. Chili sounds good. I got and Mike, I want to thank you guys, but for all the comments and all of the interaction and all of the support yesterday. Thank you guys. I'm not going to keep going on and on about it because I don't want to bore everybody else, but I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart that meant a lot. So thank you guys.
You looked very corporate last night, Rick.
I did look corporate, but tonight it's miscreant night, so screw that. Not tonight, my friends. Not tonight. We're going to do some meme grinder tonight. We're going to have a good time. There's no game show tonight. No food fight tonight. Sorry, guys. I got stuck at work until it was too late, so I did not have time to get properly prepared for that.
Man, I had my guy up there. That's what he
So, no. No, yeah, the Swedish. Yep, no game show tonight, guys. Sorry. So Matt gets to pretend he's like something special for a little bit longer. But anyway, so news of the day, it's some of the stuff we talked about yesterday, but now we're going to talk about it from a little different angle. I want to talk about AB, and I want to talk about the silence around AB, and I want to talk about the nervousness that's going on around AB, because to me, I don't get it. Okay, I don't understand the nervousness in the sense that this team can win without him. But I do want to point out something. There is a realization that this team did not really start winning until after AB had joined. Now, I don't think it was because of AB. But let's keep in mind that he played a pretty integral part in the postseason. And it's something Johnny Dean is here. We get to actually see the man. He does exist.
Yeah.
Where's he at? I don't think. Oh, give it of your imagination.
Holy cow. All right, man. This is awesome. And now we lose Mike. The night we don't have Mike, you show up. Let's bring him in. It's Steven Glasker. He's black and he's super straight. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Nada. What'd you have for dinner?
I actually had KFC. It was really good.
You had what?
KFC.
Oh, KFC. Okay, that works.
Steven.
Yeah, that KFC works. KFC works. I like their chicken pot pies too. They don't only have good chicken. KFC has great chicken pot pies, and I love their chicken fingers. They're yeah. I mean, I've always liked that stuff there. KFC's not my favorite place, but I like it.
Chick-fil-A.
You know what's fun? I don't like Chick-fil-A. Am I the only person? I don't like Chick-fil-A.
No, I don't like Chick-fil-A either. I don't like
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm from Atlanta, so that's like heresy. But I don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't like their fries. I don't like the waffle fry thing.
Yeah, I don't like those either. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the only reason to go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, no. You know what is good at Chick-fil-A is the chicken minis in the morning. The little
What are
miniature.
those?
They're little miniature chicken and biscuit things, but they're mini. I don't know how to describe them. They're like they're
Crystal burgers from the.
they're like they're
Holy
even smaller. They're even smaller than that.
Are they called sliders?
No, they're smaller than a slider. They're almost like well, what they do, their nuggets, Chick-fil-A's nuggets. They take their nuggets and put them on this miniature bun. So it's like this morsel bite size thing. I think it's fantastic. It's the best thing they have there. And their hash browns are okay in the morning. The Chick-fil-A's breakfast is pretty good.
Wait a minute. Wait, Rick. So they're essentially charging you for one nugget?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but you don't just get one nugget. You get a box full of them.
Oh, okay.
Of the little.
Yeah, you order like 8 of them.
Oh, okay. So it's a slider pack, but it's.
Yeah, but it's not a full slider. It's a yeah. It's good
It's
stuff.
overpriced, just like everything else at Chick-fil-A.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'm in full agreement with you on that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Chick-fil-A. I'm from
Do they have
Atlanta.
Freddy burgers around your house?
What is it?
Freddy's.
Freddy's. I've seen Freddy's. I've never eaten at
Oh,
Freddy's.
yeah.
Dude,
Freddy's is
go
good.
in
Freddy's is cool. Yeah. it's
Really?
cool.
Burgers,
Yeah.
just like
Is that an American chain?
But get the
Tim Marler is the winner. Popeyes is decent. Popeyes is better than decent. Popeyes is freaking awesome. That is the food of the gods. The shrimp. Listen, man, the chicken and the shrimp at Popeyes is like manna from heaven. That stuff is
They
good.
took off dirty rice.
I like the dirty rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that?
They took it off?
Yeah, it's gone. You can't get it no more.
I wonder if it's not a. What? Oh, yeah. All right. I'll put that up in a little bit there. I'll put that up in a little bit. Oh, hold on. Now, Johnny, when I called you the head miscreant in charge, I was wrong. I apologize. Because this is the head miscreant in charge. Hello, dude.
Right there.
Do that. Dude.
Hey, shout out to the strikingly handsome Johnny Dean on camera, bro.
Hey.
If I identified differently, I would be all over you, brother.
It's a sexy freaking man. It's a sexy freaking Homo sapien.
Well, sapien.
Well, yeah. By the way, can you be a bisapien or a heterosapien? I'm not really sure, but
Here we
you
go.
know.
Well, how about a trisapien?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I mean, if 2 are good, 3's better. Hey, shout out to Mike DeRoche's hat. Welcome, Canada. Oh,
Canada.
Okay, stop there.
Yeah.
and to my favorite super straight black guy, Steven. Thank you for stopping by. Matt Colson. Matt.
Yes, sir.
Matt.
Yeah.
Can you sing Oklahoma when the winds come sweeping down the plain for us?
You know,
No. You were doing fine until you got to the for us. I would have been fine if he just said yes or no. But when you said for us, that put us in a really awkward situation. I do have a mute button.
You know what's strange? I kind of really want to hear him sing it now.
Not really, Johnny.
All right, Matt. Hold on, Matt. Hold on. Here we go. Matt Colson with Oklahoma.
Yeehaw!
Oklahoma, where the winds go sweeping down the plains and the Hawks flag circles and all weirdo stuff and everything goes. I don't know the words.
You know all the same parts everyone else on the planet knows. Once you get past Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where yeah.
That's bad because he hears it every
I don't
day.
know. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I know. You heard the song every day and you don't know the words. That's you know. Well, you're in Oklahoma. It's okay.
I don't drive enough to be on the 5 o'clock rush hour very often. At 5 o'clock, we get
Is there-
Yep. Hey, dude, what'd you have for dinner?
Brother, let me tell you. Oh, wait. It's WrestleMania night, so let me go this way. Hey, brother, let me tell you. I had homemade chicken parm sandwiches, brother.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
He's slipping. He's slipping.
You
And
know
where's the
what?
White Russian, dude?
Yeah, I was expecting. That's what I was
Oh, wait,
expecting. The White Russian.
Well,
No, it's the weekend. Yeah, he does the exact opposite as the rest of us.
hey, I'll drink any Russian regardless of their color.
Nice.
Very
Boy, that
nice.
could go downhill real quick.
Very nice. Yeah.
I mean, when I'm in the lobby and you hit bring on broadcast, your show is.
Yeah. You know what's funny is last night the show was going swimmingly, right? Everything's going great. We're completely on the rails. We're talking football. Everything's great. Dude comes in there and it's like you could see he was having a hard time. He was having a hard time playing this.
How close was your finger to the dump button?
Oh. No, wait a minute. The dump button could be something completely different, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey, the dump button. I call the dump button my morning cigarette. But anyway,
I thought the show was a great success last night, actually.
It was.
Very good
It was
success.
good.
yeah,
It was really
when
good.
I was on the show last night, you noticed I kept muting my microphone. I was literally over here going, dick, butt.
And I was sitting there. I was sitting there the entire time. When I look and I see dude wants to come on the show, I'm like, crap.
Don't let him on.
Oh man, we're screwed. Here he comes. Well,
I will say one thing, Rick, if I might.
yes,
You guys
please.
are driving me crazy with that dumbass Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm like, just stop talking about it.
Hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to be in the Hall of Fame, Steven.
You stop it right now.
He'll have to buy his own ticket, but he will be there. He will have to buy his own ticket. He's going to bring his kids, but he's going to be there.
He'll be in the Beard Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame showing his kids, hey, I knew these guys. So,
Yeah,
but
He
And
owns
he'll
the
be like,
Bears.
hey, son, look over here. You see that? That's Joe Namath. Yeah, the Jets cut me. Over here is Leroy Jones. Yeah, the Bucs cut me too. Hey, I want to point out again, I can't go without saying, talking about the beautiful colors on the graphics of this show and how they tie in with Mike DeRoche's hat.
it's
Dude,
beautiful.
The fact that
Yes.
Mike DeRoche is constantly supporting Crucial Catch, I applaud him for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And he really looks like he is dressed for the show. I mean, he looks like he dressed to match the page.
And I even shaved today.
How about that? I didn't.
The blanket still hasn't moved.
Yeah, I'm growing the goatee back.
Now,
Hey.
if I were to go a little farther and expound on this, and what I will say to Mike, if you ever happen to come down to the lower 48,
I
and
hope so one day soon.
if you wear that hat in the city of San Francisco, Crucial Catch means something totally different.
And just to be clear, you won't see Stephen Glasgow there. But
No, you will
No,
not.
he'll be
You will not.
the guy in the corner protesting everything.
right.
One man protest.
That's right.
Hey, I'm not gonna be nice to Mike or Johnny because they were the ones driving me crazy in the freaking chat last night talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I couldn't even get Steven to message me back last night.
He's done talking to you. He's mad. Steven's mad.
Well, the thing is Steven is black, super straight, and we know he can handle a lot of meat.
Oh,
He makes it very, very clear. Like, I believe he was messaging me. Will you please stop talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick? It was funny. And I'm in the middle of the show. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. And Steven's like messaging me and going, will you please just stop talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick? I'm like, no.
What was that nickname that he got when he was at the Bucs when he showed up at the podium dressed like a pimp?
I don't know that he got a nickname for it.
Oh yeah,
but
Fitzmagic.
No, that was before that. Yeah, that's his. That goes back to his
he looked
Jets
like Conor
days.
McGregor when he did that.
Yeah.
Steven, just know that Santa Claus is bringing you a Fitzmagic shirt this year.
No, you know who we got to see dressed like that?
Me.
This guy right here. This guy right here, Andrew Faubert from North Sports Dynasty. We got to say, what does your shirt say?
I don't think you want to know.
Softly, gently, sweetly, discreetly.
That's some
And
tenacious
on the other
D
side it
stuff.
says, "I'm your
Wait, hold
backdoor
on.
man."
You guys didn't know the rest of that like Oklahoma song? I thought it goes West Virginia. Oklahoma Road.
Something like that.
Segues right into Sweet Home Alabama.
Turn it down.
Please take Wednesday home with you.
Oh
I'll
man.
get Steven started on Alabama again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Completely straight and all that. Yeah.
I just want to remind you all, I'm super straight. Okay, that's what
I am.
Stephen. Yes.
I am.
Oh my goodness.
Stephen,
Johnny?
why does Stephen keep reminding us that? What's on his mind that he keeps reminding us of?
He's concerned that you're going to want to hug him softly and gently and sweetly and
Discreetly.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
You know what's funny about tonight's show?
What?
Last night,
Yes, I know several things.
last night was such a nice run show. Now this is a gutter show. We're going to
Gutter show.
Skid Row.
Hey,
Welcome to reality.
Andrew.
Yes,
Andrew,
sir.
I was gonna say about your shirt that they never mean it when they say that. By the way, they always want the exact opposite.
Sir, I got 2 kids and a very hungry fiance the last few days, okay? I'm a very tired man. I'm a very tired man.
Let me just say this. I want to get a shirt that says, you're going to feel a little pressure back here. and walk next to Andrew Faubert when he has that shirt on.
Push out when you feel the pressure, or else it's gonna feel like you're crapping glass tomorrow.
I got an idea, man, for a shirt on our brand new, see what I'm doing here, our brand new gear shop. How about a shirt that says, turn your head to the right and cough?
Turn your head and cough, please. Well, that actually fits with me coughing all the time and having to hit the mute button.
That's where I was going. See, this is branding, bro.
Yes.
That's where you were going.
Turn your head and cough. That fits, man.
We
That
all are
fits.
holding our balls. I had to say the word balls.
Gotta get it out of my system, man. I behaved last night. That hurt.
Hey, you wanna see a smile on Johnny Dean's face? Let me tell you, a little bit later in tonight's episode of What's Cooking in the South, there's going to be the triumphant return, no, not of Nick Steve, of a character.
I was about to get excited. I spoke with him on the phone today.
Well, there's a character that's coming back from about a year of retirement from Bucs Report show. He should be here within the next 30 to 40 minutes. Please bear with him. He's not exactly smart, but he's very entertaining.
You know what, guys? I'm terrified because, like all of you, I have no idea what in the heck he's talking about.
I thought he was talking about that dude from New Orleans.
No, I'm a little.
I did too.
He's not very smart, but he's very entertaining. Where is Brian?
I am going to enjoy this.
I figured out where Brian from New Jersey / New Orleans it has been. He turns out he got his driver's license recently. He just had to figure out how to get his driver's license.
No, that was Jacob.
No. Brian got his driver's license back from the 75th DUI.
Yeah.
In order to do that, he still has to figure out how to use the Hubble telescope to take his driver's license picture, because he's fat.
What forklift did they use to get him into a car?
Man, you guys are horrible human beings. You are horrible human beings.
That's miscreant to you.
By the way, yes, it is a miscreant.
Oh my goodness.
When you
That's from Mike. That is from Mike DeRoche. I just want to share it with you all. That is a thing of beauty. It's sexy. It's oozing with all of that cheesy sexiness, just like the last girl I dated. It is.
Can you keep that
It is. That is beautiful.
Can you put that picture back up for 1 second?
Yes, I can.
All right. Welcome to the chat. The rock band legend AC/DC, long-legged Rosie from Baltimore, took me further than I've been before.
That thing is beautiful. That thing is beautiful. I don't know. I can't even tell what the meat. I can't even identify the meat, and I want to eat it. And I'm right. That's exactly right, Mike. Who cares? I want to eat it anyway.
It's bacon.
That was my pickup line at prom in high school.
I don't know what kind of meat this is, but eat it anyway.
And we have officially lost what is cooking in the South, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I'm not sure where it's been, but here, stick it in there.
Wow.
I'm not sure how greasy this is going to be, but I'm sure it's good.
Oh, wow.
I'll call you in the morning.
And this has everything to do with the NFL. Everything.
It depends on what team
You can relate
about,
everything we're talking about to the NFL in one way or another.
No, really, no.
I will say something that does relate. I did buy some gear. The moment it comes in, I will wear it and turn my camera on for the show.
Please do. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, James Brown will be wearing the clothes.
Please,
Lou Rawls.
On the show. Lou Rawls will be.
Wait a minute, I've seen Steven's hairline. He's not James Brown, bro.
He's got more hair than James Brown. James Brown is under the ground.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
Oh, he is?
Very, very dead.
He's a cold cut.
Wow.
Jesus, Mike.
Wow.
Whoa! Mike DeRoche is the one who really crossed the line tonight.
Yeah, I love his sensitivity.
Wow.
Problem with Buffalo Cliff thing, Alberta.
He got mad about that, but then he dishes that one.
What the heck, Mike?
Dude, we just collectively heard somebody's testicles descend, bro. How about it? Welcome to the club.
Oh, you're gonna Rick's gonna have to clean up his desk now.
Oh my God! Why did you do that while I was drinking?
That's what she said.
That's great timing.
Hey, Rick, remember, more than a mouthful is wasteful.
Yeah, no joke.
Come on.
Wow.
Is there a towel there, Rick?
No, it'll dry.
Man.
Vodka doesn't stain, does it? No. Vodka doesn't. Yeah, vodka doesn't stain, does it?
No, it does not. No.
It's
I'll
good
send
for
you
you.
a towel that represents Mike's hat.
So, how about those Bucs?
Yeah.
How about the Bucs?
Who? Oh yeah. No, okay.
Up on that AB discussion.
No, but I want to bring back. I want to talk about what's going on here in Charlotte with the quarterback situation. I do want to talk about that.
There's a quarterback in Charlotte?
There's
Yeah,
two of them.
couple of-
Johnny.
There's a couple of them.
I didn't know there was a team in Charlotte.
Hey, real quick.
I wonder
Apparently the fans around here don't know much about it either because they certainly never talk about it. So
Hey, can I ask a question? If for some reason Sam Darnold doesn't work out in Carolina and he finds his way up north to our brothers in the Canadian Football League, would he then be Sam D. Arnold?
they are no.
Oh, he just beats. Yeah.
What do you think Matt Rule is thinking right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, am I totally screwed or what?
What do you think Matt Rule is thinking? I mean, do you think Matt Rule is thinking, yeah, I got my quarterback, or do you think Matt Rule's going, I hope this works out? I mean, what do you think he's thinking? I mean,
No, I think that Sam Darnold's going to do very well in Carolina.
I do too.
The kid played; he was phenomenal in college. The problem was he got drafted by the Jets. Sorry, Jacob.
That's actually exactly what I said. Jacob doesn't listen to my show anymore. I think we scared Jacob away.
Do you honestly believe he's going to do well in Carolina? Because listen, man, the stats say otherwise. When a quarterback that was drafted as a franchise quarterback goes elsewhere, they go elsewhere, and out.
Really?
Wait a minute. How hard is it to hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey? My God.
Well, wait a minute.
What did Steve
That
Young do,
except for
Johnny?
Peyton Manning, except for Drew Brees,
He didn't
except
get, he
for
didn't get traded.
Steve Young-
Actually,
Steve Young
Peyton
got
Manning did.
booted
You're
out,
right.
went to
You're
a
right.
different league and then came back.
and so did Drew Brees.
Are we comparing
So,
Sam
hey,
Darnold
Johnny.
to Peyton Manning?
Hey, Johnny.
No, but you literally just said.
Okay. Here's let me explain then, since you guys are going to jump up here with these top.
If we're gonna actually now, if you guys are gonna bring facts into this,
I'm going to have to bring facts into this. Sam Darnold has never been successful. He didn't even get developed. If you take an undeveloped player as a franchise player and then he gets cut, his ego is damaged. His nerve is gone. He turns into Roberto Aguayo.
Okay, Johnny. So then
Roberto Aguayo was Roberto Aguayo before he got cut.
Oh man, schematics.
Johnny,
Robbie
Johnny.
It's too bad.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing facts in. My bad.
That's
John,
not.
John,
No,
wait,
you understood what I meant. He turns into a mental midget.
Yes.
Johnny, I'm gonna ask this question. If that's true, explain what happened in
I
LA.
got numbers to back.
And
it
by
up.
the way, it's supposed to be a mental little. By the way, it's supposed to be mental little person.
Okay, you're right.
Here's something that got brought up from my co-host today on the North Sports Dynasty show about that whole Robbie Anderson thing. Robbie Anderson's last season with the New York Jets was with Sam Darnold, and that was by far one of the best seasons he's had. And he is now going to be Sam Darnold's #1 target. So there's a little bit of familiarity already going into a brand new system.
Right.
So there is that positive going into it.
Kirk Cousins, man, went through this stuff with Kirk Cousins. Oh, he has a connection with this guy or this guy. Every single one of them has a connection with this guy or this guy or this guy because the team that took him wouldn't be taking him for nothing. But
Well, Johnny,
they always
what-
try to work this out, and it never does.
Johnny,
Hold on, guys. Hold on, everybody. Everybody, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, the Nacho Man.
He's dead.
Let's welcome the Nacho Man.
Hey.
Notch my man.
Brother, let me tell you right now, WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida, it's getting rained out. My tights are full of water, so I'm going to watch the best show on Facebook and social media. What's cooking in the South? Do it! What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Nacho? And Steven said you're right. You're Nacho, my man.
Another cold cut.
Oh, wow.
How's the cocaine 6 feet underground?
Listen here, Mr. De Roche. Why don't you navigate your ass to the back of the line and stand there with your hat, brother?
I think Christopher Walken needs to be replying.
Me. Sorry. Hi.
Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly what we need to do. Hold on. For the rest of us, hold on. We need to have a conversation here between Christopher Walken and Nacho Man.
Hi. Hello, Nacho. It's been a while. Hi.
Brother, what's going on? You got bad cell service? Because there's like 10 seconds between every word you say, brother.
No, it's the Strokes from the Coke. You would know very well.
Yeah, well, there was a time back in the day where the Nacho Man would partake in the Colombian Bang Bang powder. The problem was, one time I did so much, I crapped my tights and Vince McMahon fired me. Oh!
Lots of cowbells, yeah. Cowbells.
All right. That was. I thought that was going to be funnier. Anyway.
I'm pumped too.
And the burns keep coming.
Oh man. Oh, so Nacho. Yeah, I think I offended the Nacho Man.
Brother, it's all good.
Wow. Hey, I want to say this to Johnny real quick. Johnny, I understand what you're saying about Sam Darnold, but then how do you explain Jared Goff? When Jared Goff first got in the league, he was considered a bust because he was with Jeff Fisher, who sucked as a coach. And the moment
he was a bust.
He was considered a bust. And the moment he got a decent coach, he took his team to the Super Bowl. So
that's true. Same thing kind of happened to Steve Young.
Wasn't he still with the Rams?
Developed, and then they sent him off to the USFL, and then he ends up in 49er land, and now he's got a Hall of Fame jacket. So it's not accurate. I mean, the guy didn't even stay in the league. He left the damn league and came back as second string.
Okay, man.
By the way, same thing was true with Warren Moon. Same exact thing was true with Warren Moon.
Yep. He went to Canada and made a name.
Yeah, you know who left? You know who else left the league and came back and made a name? Mike Vick. But it's a whole other story.
How about Johnny Manziel, Kirk Cousins?
Johnny Manziel never made his way back.
He tried to CFL.
Kirk Cousins never left the league, did he?
No.
Well, no, I'm talking about leaving the teams.
No, there are plenty of guys who've switched teams that have done well. I don't think that's that unusual.
Well, when they're brought in.
Yeah, Brett Johnson, Drew Brees.
Because he was not brought in as a franchise quarterback, okay?
Who was not?
Kirk Cousins. He wasn't brought in to be a franchise quarterback. He was drafted along with another.
No, I understand. Right, I understand. But there are so many other examples. There are just so many examples.
What about Ryan Tannehill?
We keep ignoring. Yeah, we keep ignoring Drew Brees.
1/3 of the people you're talking about. I said the odds are definitely against it. It doesn't happen, dude. Very rarely does it happen. It's 1/3. 1/3 are successful. 1/3.
30% efficiency rate would get you a vaccine.
Actually, there's more. Wow. There's more. Listen, there's more. That's a higher percentage of than just plain first round quarterbacks being drafted. So, yep. I mean, that are successful.
On a larger basis, we're talking about since the beginning of the NFL.
Yeah, you're saying that you're saying.
Wait, you guys are going back to Warren Moon. That's a big stretch.
Okay, so let me say this then. What's the window of opportunity, and who are we not allowed to use as examples?
just do math. Just go to the stats. All right. Or just take it like this. I will tell you, I was wrong in 2 years if Shaq Barrett doesn't destroy this kid.
Okay.
That's fair.
You're only going to play him twice a year.
Johnny's like, it proves everything I've said about all quarterbacks if Shaq Barrett stops Sam Darnold.
No, we were talking about Sam Darnold. Don't trying to change it. And all the quarterbacks, yeah, that is a statistic out there.
Hey, quit chasing Johnny off camera. I was liking his beautiful face.
He's getting red right now.
Yeah, he was turning red, so he had to turn.
So, Johnny, quick question for you, Johnny.
And by the way, I didn't mean that in a racial way.
So, Johnny,
Andrew.
Yeah, I went there. Yeah, I went there.
Andrew, I can't hear you, man.
Andrew, turn up your mic, man.
Oh, sorry. Can you guys not hear me?
No.
What?
Barely.
What?
Not much.
Let me try that. How about
Oh, crap. Turn it down. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Weird. Hey, Johnny, so if Trey Lance or Justin Fields is sitting there for the Panthers at number 8, do you still think they're going to draft one of those guys?
They'd be idiots not to.
Thank you. I think that's kind of what is going to happen. I bet you any money Teddy Bridgewater is going to get released because no one's going to give him any picks because they know the value for him. He's a good.
Wait, I don't think he's going to get released. I think it will behoove them to trade him and just swap picks. You're not going to give up picks.
Well, yeah.
This is what Greg Allman said. Greg Allman said, right, Greg Allman said they'll trade him and give okay, look, we'll move, we'll swap picks in the 5th round so that we move up a few picks if you'll take Teddy Bridgewater and half his salary. Right.
Well, the other side of it, though, is they also got the XFL quarterback that they also really do like in that system. Kind of like the Buccaneers like Brian Griffin. They don't necessarily see him as the future. They just like to have that extra third stringer that knows the system.
Who was the Tampa XFL quarterback from USF?
I don't know.
That was a great talk. Yes.
Steve Young?
No. The XFL, that was just like a year ago, Johnny.
Oh, you said USF, and I thought you was talking about.
No, he came out of USF. He was a quarterback for the Tampa Vipers.
He actually came out of Georgia. He was born and raised in Tampa, went to high school in Texas, played for Georgia. I can't remember his name.
No, I'm talking about a different guy. A guy who went to USF. There was a USF quarterback.
The guy who couldn't. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm waiting for Mike DeRoche to pull it up. He's usually really fast on it.
I know, Mike.
I didn't even. What's the point here?
Give me 1 second. I got it.
I'm going as fast as I can too. And I just typed Mike DeRoche into Google.
Way to go.
There's 3 of them on the list. It's
Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's
hold on, I can't hear. Hold on, you're all talking at the same freaking time again.
It's Aaron Murray.
No, there was someone else who played. It was not Aaron Murray. There was another guy that played.
Quentin Flowers.
No, quarterback.
Yeah,
he was a quarterback.
Yeah. It is Quentin Flowers. Yes, it was Quentin Flowers. Yes. Yeah, it was Quentin Flowers, and he went to USF, I believe, and everybody. I mean, the guy, he played better than any other quarterback on their roster, and they just wouldn't start him. And so I was like, what is the deal with this guy? When you play that much better, and then just won't.
He could read the playbook. That was the deal.
But he just performed better.
Well, an athletic person can perform well, but you still have to read the play and read the defense, brother. I mean, I'll say this: Aaron Murray, the guy who played quarterback, was one of the best in the XFL and actually got an NFL job after the XFL folded.
Yeah.
Quentin Flowers is bagging groceries in Tampa.
Well, no, that's what I was bringing up. This is the thing that I find funny. Aaron Murray could read the playbook, and he got a job in the NFL, and he sucked. I mean, he did not do well when he played for them, and then Quentin Flowers would come in and play fantastic, but apparently he can't read the playbook, and now he's bagging groceries. So it's like, okay, you're a really good football player, but we're going to cut you because you can't read the playbook. It's kind of an odd thing. Same kind of thing happened to Tim Tebow. Yeah, well, you can't really throw, you just win.
Whoa. Quentin Flowers with the Tampa Bay Vipers was 8 of 15 for 106 yards and 1 interception. On the other hand, Aaron Murray was in his first game, 16 of 34 for 231 yards and 2 interceptions. So yeah, they both sucked.
But they won with him.
They only won 1 game. What are you talking about?
And who was the quarterback in that game? Who was the quarterback in that game?
Pretty sure it was.
What was that?
That was the game they decided to run the ball.
So that was the Buccaneers.
No, you know what? Actually, Rick's making a great point because I remember stories told by the man himself, Brett Favre, that early on he didn't know how to read the playbook. He was not very good at reading the playbook.
He didn't read the playbook 8 years into his career, man.
Yeah, he had somebody train him how to read plays and what certain plays meant. And this is after he's a pro.
Yeah, so, here you go. Yeah, Flowers talked about his role after not playing a snap in the second half of the Vipers' loss to the Houston Roughnecks last week. A few days later, Flowers left the team for what Mark Trestman called personal reasons. They listed among the inactives. In 3 games this season, Flowers has 16 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown while completing 8 of 15 passes for 106 yards and only 1 interception. So, yeah, basically he ran the ball and they won. This is what I was saying about Tim Tebow. Yeah, you can throw out all the stats and say this looks like he did bad. This looks like he did bad. This looks like he did bad. Let's ignore that win-loss thing. I mean, and that's kind of what I'm sort of trying to bring up is I don't know if there's some different measuring stick because apparently the measuring stick we use to grade who's a good quarterback or a bad quarterback isn't always great because look at drafts and how unsuccessful they are at picking who's going to be a good quarterback and who's not.
Mariota.
Well, there's a lot of them. I mean, the
Cam
You
Newton.
don't have enough fingers and toes to count them all. Man.
right. You don't have the right. Exactly. You don't have the fingers and toes to count them all. We all together don't have enough fingers and toes to count them all. And that's the thing is then you have a quarterback like, for instance, Tim Tebow, who comes in and he throws a horrible. That's an ugly pass. Of course, they went to the playoffs and he won a playoff game. But ignore that part. I mean, it's
Tim
the
Tebow
thing.
was unique though, Rick. That he had a certain sideshow thing that nobody wanted to deal with.
Oh, I agree. He was
Unless
unique.
He was Johnny Unitas. No team
Can
was
I
going to
read
bring
you
that in.
something? Can I read you something?
Sure.
This is from XFL.com.
Yeah.
Dateline, Tampa, Florida, week
Dateline.
4.
Hold on.
Sunday
If you're
night.
going to do Dateline, if you're going to go all Dateline, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Dateline, Tampa, Florida.
Sunday night marked the second straight week the DC Defenders fell to a winless team. This time, the beneficiary was the Tampa Bay Vipers. Devon Smith notched his first 100-yard games. Jacques Patrick had 94. Quarterback Taylor Cornelius rarely missed a bit, going 24 for 31. He
Okay.
didn't even play in the win.
No, okay, that's fine. That's why I asked you who won. I don't know. I didn't watch one. I did not watch one Vipers game. I did not watch one XFL game. Okay, so that's why I asked. But but I mean, you're like, yeah, and I wasn't arguing it. I was asking. But
I was surprised we had to look it up. We were actually covering that stuff.
yeah, but the thing that I find weird is how the measuring stick that they seem to judge quarterbacks by doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me.
Okay, here's that. Quarterbacks are unique. That there's one quarterback per team that's your starter, okay? So you get all these quarterbacks coming out in the league, and everybody wants to run up and grab a quarterback, okay? So they're not the best athletes on the field. They're not the best players on the field. Actually, this year, Trevor Lawrence is not the best player in the NFL. That would belong to Pitts, the tight end, okay? But the need for a quarterback on your team drives that market value up and drives teams to it with no quarterback insane, and they go up here and draft at that high value. It should go back to like it used to be in the 70s and 60s where the quarterbacks weren't overvalued.
Right, but I'm not talking market value. I'm talking the measuring stick by which
That
we
is the
think.
measuring stick. There's no actual measuring stick.
Johnny. The tools, the metrics that they use to decide whether someone is going to be good or not is what I'm talking about. They look at a guy and say, "This is his." We look at his footwork this way. We look at his arm strength this way. We look at how tall he is. We look at his his measurables.
My answer's the same. Those measuring sticks are there. They're accurate, but they get inflated because of need.
I think it has a lot more to do
Nobody's
with
saying that they're not accurate. I'm saying they're Johnny, 4 days ago you put up an article. Johnny, I'm going to mute you, man. I'm going to mute you, okay? Now listen, dude. Here's the thing. 4 days ago you put an article up that said, okay, he left. He got mad. Look, 4 days ago he put an article up that said, they do a horrible job basically picking out who's going to be a good quarterback and who's not, and there's so many bad calls, and the guys who are picked near the top rarely do well. Okay?
Right.
He put out an article saying this, and all I'm saying is maybe they need to change the metrics they're using when they're choosing who's going to be picked at the top of the draft. The argument is not whether a quarterback's important or not. I'm just saying maybe the measuring stick that we're using isn't right because look where Tom Brady got drafted. I'm saying
it has to do with Rick though. They're putting a lot of emphasis on pro days and that sort of thing. And look how high you can jump, and look at is 40 and all this other crap that has nothing to do with being a quarterback, and they don't go back and look at the tape. They don't go back and look at the film.
Right.
Perfect example is Cam Newton. Cam Newton was always below 60% in his passing, but he's such a physical specimen that everybody was like, "Oh my God!"
Yes,
that
thank
guy.
you for the example. That's that, and you have people who are winners, and there's something about them that makes them a winner, despite the measurables. Tom Brady. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say is there are metrics that I don't believe are factored in like they should be. Now it's not. Okay, they're looked at as important because there's only one guy on the team. Yes, I get that. Of course, I got it. Okay? I'm not saying that the value of a quarterback is less. That's not my point. Of course the value is high. Of course that's why they draft these guys high. I get it. I'm not saying they shouldn't draft them high. I'm saying the things that they take into account when they're figuring out who's going to be good or who's not. Maybe they need to adjust that just a little bit, since like Johnny put out an article that said we get this wrong all the freaking time, but yeah, we keep going back and doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, but the thing is, there's more emphasis on the quarterback position because there's literally only 32 of them in the world.
Right.
So of course it's magnified as a bigger disaster when you pick a guy high and he flounders, aka Jameis Winston.
Sure.
And just for clarification, that's okay. Just for clarification, Cam Newton's career in college, he did complete 66.1% of his passes.
That's not high.
Right.
That's higher than his pro.
Much higher than his pro career. But here's the issue. Here's the issue. I kind of disagree with Johnny's article from this perspective. It really depends on where the quarterback goes. And they go to a suck. If they go to a suck-ass team, they're gonna suck. Especially if it doesn't matter how good they are. A perfect example is look at Peyton Manning. His first year, he was horrible.
But he turned the team around because he has things that are not measurable, that are about him.
No, they built the team around him. Because around the same time that Tom Brady came along, Peyton Manning couldn't beat the Patriots if he had a stick.
You're misunderstanding. He couldn't. His team couldn't. But my point being, he has leadership capabilities and he can direct an offense and read a defense and do different things that are not something you see on pro days or in the combine or whatever. There are things about how he is a leader of men that you do not see, and that's the stuff I'm saying.
Let me ask you this.
No, I know that.
He was a top pick at Tennessee. It had nothing to do with his leadership skills, but not much to do with it. It was
I'm not saying you never get it right. I'm not saying you never get it right. You never, luck into getting somebody right every now and again, even though you're using measurables that maybe should be adjusted. I'm just saying there are factors and there are things about quarterbacks that are very important about quarterbacks. Things about quarterbacks that need to have greater emphasis that I think are overlooked. And he's got he throws an ugly pass, but he wins every game he's in. We can't use him. What? I mean, that's kind of what I mean about great Cam Newton. He's a physical specimen. He's a beast. Look at the way he rips that shirt open and shows his S and does all that. No, he's not.
He wouldn't even dive on a fumble in the Super Bowl.
But he's a physical, right? No, but that's my point. You just delineated it perfectly. Thank you, dude. Because he wouldn't dive on the ball, and that's not measurable. And that's what I'm saying. That exact thing is what I'm saying about how we need to find ways to adjust in the way that we measure quarterbacks and learning whether or not, how is it that we could tell and learn who are the guys who are going to dive on that ball? Who are the John Elways who are going to dive and he spins because he gets hit because he's going to win that first Super Bowl. Come hell or high water, he's going to do it. Who are those guys? That's what I'm trying to bring up.
I think they've changed something though, Rick. Since when I was a kid, you had Staubach and you had Bradshaw and you had Stabler and you had Fowler.
Yeah.
But you didn't have 16 guys coming out in the first part of the draft that were all quarterbacks that they just fought over.
No, because we're passing now. We're passing league now.
The running back.
Yeah, you're a passing league. Yeah, it's more exciting and it sells tickets, right?
Well,
I know a guy.
Go 99 yards against 12 men was pretty impressive. But the point I'm trying to make is they've done something in the way that they scout teams now.
Right.
where they don't look at things like you're talking about. They used to be able to identify them probably through some kind of test or I don't know.
Well, I don't know how they did it, or was it just guys could look at it and say, "I can eyeball it and talk to him and know that this is that kind of a man."
Nobody
Well,
looks
what's
at the high
happened in the
school
last
tape.
20 years to make that change?
What'd you say, Andrew?
No one looks at the high school tape or any tapes from when they were younger. They just assume that the college tape is the almighty resume.
You sure about that? I would think the NFL teams go back.
So, NFL teams, yes. I'm saying this is more at like the media guys who try to just put out like the other stuff. They're just looking at the college tape, whereas most of these good NFL scouts, if you got one of these guys saying you don't want to draft Cam Newton because we've seen him do the same play that has happened, say, in the Super Bowl that back in high school.
Yeah, but would you really want to hold it against a guy who back in high school did this or did that? I mean, they get in trouble for what they tweeted in high school.
Right.
It's not
Hey, this is
necessarily
a great
holding it
segue.
against them. It's more just kind of having that note in there that, if you, the GM, or you, the ownership, want to make that choice, you just want to still have that information, knowing that it's hard, like a billion chance that you're going to pick something like the Cam Newton situation, but you do want to know for, later on purposes, like, for example, the Josh Freeman stuff.
But did you, well, that's a great example. But do you guys see my point, though, about how some guys are winners, but
yes.
Doug Flutie. Yeah, well, we can't use him in the NFL because he's too short. Of course, when you bring him in, he wins. But you can't keep him around. I mean, that's a great example of the measurables just being a little bit weird. What was the segue you were talking about, dude?
Go on, dude.
The segue about how things are different. You brought up basically that people can do things back then they can't do now. A perfect example of that would be, you all do know that Peyton Manning had a sexual allegation against him in college, correct?
Yeah.
And it's funny how winning a couple of football games in the college and pros, no one ever talks about that or holds them to the same regard that they hold other people to. That's all I had to say.
Well, you don't want to get me started about how I think, if you
I agree.
And if you and bluntly put, if you look like Peyton Manning, you're going to get treated one way. I'm sorry to say it. I believe this with all my heart. If you look like Peyton Manning, you're going to be treated one way. If you look like Deshaun Watson, you're going to be treated differently.
So Manning had the largest forehead since Herman Munster.
No joke. Hey, Rick, there's a guy who's playing right now, though, to get into basically just what you're saying. There's a guy playing right now in the NFL who's got the kind of heart you're talking about and showed it in a game, and he's still not going to get to start in the new season, and that is Taylor Heineke. Stop it! But he's actually right. Taylor Heineke played great in the wild card game. Almost beat the Bucs. A guy who barely ever played before almost beat the Bucs, and he was replaced by Ryan freaking It just makes me mad thinking about it.
This is ridiculous.
No, but it's to me that's a great example of a guy who he only did well in the game. I mean, we can't let him start. He only does well in games. I mean, at some point, I don't know. But we were talking about how how you
measurables, man.
What's that?
When you're talking about leadership and stuff like that you're talking about measurables, and idiot coaches who think that they can just change somebody like Johnny Manziel or something. That's what I was talking about. That we were saying the same thing. It's the desire, the impact of having a great athlete as a quarterback, and they totally ignore whether that athlete has the mentality or the personality to actually run a team.
Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, is that there's a problem when you're drafting Johnny Manziel relatively high, and I mean, to me, you're missing the point. Where did Manziel get drafted, and where did Brady get drafted? I don't know that we.
We're saying the same thing. I'm not missing your point. We're saying the same thing.
There's other sides of this, and the Brady reference, while it's an obvious fact, is an anomaly. I'll say this: we're talking about the ultimate team game here. And so what I'll do to blow this all up is, are you going to tell me if they took Joe Montana off the Niners at that same time and put him on the Bucs team at that same time, he has 4 rings? No,
absolutely,
because the organization sucks.
Right.
So it's not just about can he do the leading. Okay, you can put the best quarterback, the greatest leader. You can put Tom Brady on the mid '80s Bucs team, and they're not going anywhere. So,
no, but you put Tom Brady on a team from one year to another, he changed the culture.
That was after having 20 years of experience doing so, though.
Okay, but you just, I mean, we just used him as an example.
The campus culture wasn't a Cincinnati Bengals culture either.
You think Tom, from the time Tom Brady first started for the Patriots, that's what changed the Patriots culture?
No, that was.
I believe that Tom Brady played a very large role in that.
Learn how to become a leader, and then people followed him.
I don't know that it's a cut. I don't know that it's that cut and dry. I don't think that it's that cut and dry. You're talking about a guy who was, you're still young when you're coming out of college. You're still a kid when you're coming out of college. Of course you gain experience. Of course you change. And of course I'm not saying that you don't change and grow and mature. Of course I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, listen, when I was in college, there were people who had the characteristic of being leaders. When I was in high school, there were people who had the characteristics of being leaders. When as I'm a professional in different jobs that I've had, there are leaders. There are people who get others to follow them. And that's something that if you're overlooking, if you're choosing a leader of your team, man, I realize the guy's got all the physical attributes, but if he lacks this other characteristic, I think this other characteristic is huge. And I think it's not given the weight that it should. That's all I'm saying.
Here's another fun fact. Tom Brady learned how to be a champion, and it's proved by and a leader. It's proved by, in one aspect, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of his career as a Patriot, he averaged 13 interceptions a season. Okay? So he had to learn to be the man that he is today.
Wait, is that supposed to be a lot?
Well, it is unless you're Jameis.
Yeah.
13 is a lot?
Yeah.
That's about one a game.
What did he throw this year?
How many did he throw this year?
Yeah.
12.
Well, see, wait. You're diluting it. It's touchdown to interception ratio, and the first 6 years of Brady's career, he had his worst touchdown to interception ratio.
No, okay. No, you just said he threw 13 interceptions. I
did. Okay, let me finish. If you keep jumping in, that's why we can't get the point across, brother. The point is, if he's throwing the ball 1,000 times, there's more chance for an interception and touchdown. That's what it shows on the stat. His interception to touchdown ratio for the first 6 years was horrible. Then after that, it progressively started getting better and better and better.
I believe that.
This year, he threw the ball literally 30% more than he ever has in a season. And
right.
Yeah, that's why the interception came.
No, I get that.
Factor in that he didn't have an offseason to get the timing and chemistry down with the players like he normally would. So the point being is Tom Brady didn't walk into New England and New England Patriots suddenly went, that's the leader. We're going to win 18,000 rings. He learned how to become a leader.
He learned how to become a better leader.
He was developed into being the player that he is. And that's the problem with this conversation. Everybody coming out of college is a great athlete, but you have to be able to develop them into a great professional football player.
I think I get your point, and I don't think that I'm not saying there's no validity to it, but I think you for you to act like everybody coming out is equal when it comes to leadership abilities and capabilities, and to sit there and just say, yeah, then you have to develop them into that. No, I believe that's a characteristic that's in some men versus others.
Yeah,
and I think that
let me ask you this:
leadership ability is in you or not.
So what you're saying is that you can't develop leadership characteristics, and what I'm saying is that
I'm not saying that.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying some people have that. I'm not saying you can never develop it. I'm saying it's something that exists in some players in college. I'm saying you can't just look, man. It's this simple. I'm just going to go with facts. They've done a very poor job choosing who's going to be a good quarterback. Perhaps they need to change the metrics. They've done a very poor job. They've done a much better job at running back, a much better job at receiver. Not perfect. You can anecdotally bring up somebody who they failed on and then say, see that. But the point of the matter is they do better jobs at other positions, recognizing who is going to be good at the position. They struggle more with this at quarterback, identifying it. And I'm saying perhaps there's something else that they are not using when they're measuring who's going to be good and who's not. That's all that I'm saying. I don't think there's anything crazy about what I'm saying.
Nobody said
you're
crazy.
Completely crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
Okay, maybe I am crazy, but I think I'm right on this.
A point that you brought up earlier about, did Brady kind of learn it, and like how did it kind of come to be and stuff like that? The book The Dynasty, which kind of talked about the whole growing up with Bill and Tom, and kind of was in the middle of the process for the last 12 or 10 years of the whole like dynasty that it was, really puts into perspective of just what Tom is. Like, Tom is a completely different animal than some of these other players out there. Like, this guy does not want to lose. Like, this guy hates disappointing people.
No, it's manic and obsessive about it, right?
Yeah, and to be like right down in the middle of this conversation too, like you kind of saw that, and it shows it, and they talk about it in the book, is you kind of saw that in Michigan when he got benched for the starter at Michigan and he had to wait and stuff like that. That like that kind of stuff is there, and obviously to John's point, you can't really scout that kind of stuff. It has to be one of those things where
you either jump on the bomb or you don't.
Exactly. Like, you have to be thrown into those situations, right? Like, no one is going to expect when you see Joe Theismann break his leg to come in there and take the franchise on right after that. No one really expected Steve, maybe some people, but no one really expected Steve Young just to come in and be more elite than what Joe Montana could have been, right? It's one of those things that we have to see in some cases with some quarterbacks and even some other positions too around the league, just what is actually going to happen. We got to throw them in. We got to just let it be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, now we can talk about developing quarterbacks. And do you just throw them in, or do you develop them? And I mean, that opens a whole nother can of worms.
You have to develop them. All right. To Dude's point about Tom Brady took 6 years to whatever, his first 6 years were bad or something. I don't think it was actually
not
6.
bad. I never said bad.
No, he never said bad.
I don't exactly get I didn't get your point about that except for the 13 interceptions thing.
Okay.
The point, I never said he was bad. I said he had his worst interception total.
Right, I'm working with your point here anyhow. I'm not against you. Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
That's where Tom Brady dropped, is because all the immeasurables in the world nobody could see. And you can't blame them for not seeing that he's going to jump on.
I don't blame them for not seeing it in Brady. I'm just saying, right, I am saying that listen, when you take a quarterback like Doug Flutie and you flush him out of the league because he's too short, despite whether he's winning or not, when you take a quarterback who, for whatever reasons, you're looking at it and saying, Johnny, you've brought up how many times about when's the last time there was a 6 foot whatever quarterback that was successful, or you bring that up. Okay, really? What's that? What's the number?
6'6".
Okay, can you name another 6'6" successful quarterback?
Doug Flutie wasn't flushed out of the league, bro. He left the league after 4 years of never playing more than 7 games.
I think that's what I was saying. That's how they flushed him out. And then when they brought him back in and
it says right here he was hurt. He retired because of nagging and lingering.
No, that's when he came. That's after he came back after playing in Canada for years.
No, he played in Canada for 1 year.
Huh?
It's right here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So to get to your point,
if it was only 1 year, it was memorable because when you
wait a minute, it says
about
right here. Okay, I'm quoting ProFootballReference.com. I'm looking at this.
No, we believe you. We're not arguing with you.
I think I'm just in more shock than anything.
Right. So am I.
Right?
Hey, dude, I gotta beg to differ with you. I'm looking it up, and it says Canadian Football League career for Flutie was 8 years. He was considered one of the greatest players in Canadian Football League history.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I see what it says right here.
Yeah, I was like, this is not jibing with my memory.
In his second year, he threw for 6,619.
No, you're right. I'm looking at it. If you look at how Pro Football Reference does it, they've got it 86, 87, 88, 89. Then it says 1990
Right.
season BC Lions, and then it just jumps to the next year.
Okay.
Which it just skips.
Right.
So that's my
He
bad.
won
My
a Grey
point
Cup.
was
No, it's all good. It's all good, and I understand why that happened. But let me go back to my original point here: is that when you flush somebody like Flutie out, who proved himself to be a more than decent quarterback when he came back, the point of the matter is there are times I believe that quarterbacks who can win don't have the opportunity because he's too short, he's too this or he's too that.
Doug Flutie, and I'm not. Doug Flutie was not as good as you guys are making him out to be.
I know that. I'm not saying Doug Flutie was phenomenal, and I think if that's the point that's coming across, then I'm not explaining it well. Okay.
I mean, he never even had a 2-to-1 ratio touchdown to interceptions in the NFL. Not one season.
Did he lead his team to the playoffs?
Every year.
1 year.
What?
No, not in Canadian football. Not in Canadian. We're talking the NFL.
1 year in the NFL, the 99 Buffalo Bills.
And how many years was he in the NFL?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
He was in the NFL for 13 years?
Yes. 86 Bears, 87 Chicago, New England, 88 New England, 89 New England.
No, I believe you. Just I mean, yeah. No, I believe you.
But listen to this. His last full season where he played 16 games in the NFL, he had 15 touchdowns and 18 interceptions.
No, I get that. But I'm going to go back to if Doug.
So what I'm saying is they didn't run him out of the league while he was good. He sucked.
No, you're misunderstanding. Didn't he lead them to the playoffs in the last year?
No.
It wasn't Buffalo that he led into the playoffs in his last year?
His last year was with the same.
What are you showing us, Mike?
I'm trying to get a little comment.
Hold on, Mike. Mike, go ahead, Mike.
You do dark Canadian here. Okay. Brady's first 6 years in the league, he had 171 TDs and 72 picks in the first 6 years.
He had, what was that? I couldn't hear. Somebody was talking.
171 TDs and 72 picks.
That doesn't sound so bad.
In his first 6 years.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Dude was talking about touchdown to interception ratio.
That's what he just said.
Yeah,
he just said.
Well, yeah, when you average it out over
No,
6
you have
years,
to
it's
factor in
different.
the games played in that too, bro. Come on, man. It's math.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm only one man here, okay?
No.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's why we have a
Wait,
panel.
wait.
Jesus
Just so we're all clear. How many touchdowns did he have, Mike DeRoche?
171 touchdowns.
How many?
171.
Okay, and how many interceptions?
72.
How? Okay, are you sure about that?
It's right in my fat little fingers.
This is the point I'm making, guys. We're getting off track from a very simple point. Okay, the very simple point is, listen, guys. I'm not sitting here trying to have an argument about whether Doug Flutie how good was Doug Flutie. That was not my point. My point is sometimes we're using the wrong measuring stick. You can have a good quarterback who wins, but he throws an ugly pass. Okay, what if he threw? Just take this go with this for a moment. Okay, what if Jameis Winston led the Buccaneers to the playoffs 3 years in a row? Okay. Even though he threw a lot of interceptions, okay? Mm-hmm. And then you cut him because, he throws too many picks. Okay? That's my point about sometimes people look at things through the wrong prism. That's all that I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And I said prism, not prison, Johnny.
I think it wouldn't matter when he threw those picks, actually. If he threw most of those picks during the playoffs, then yeah, he would have to go. But
but if do me a favor,
Yeah.
Does somebody have a calculator in front of you?
I can. Yeah.
Add this up for me real quick, bro.
Hold on. Let me get there.
Go
Fire
ahead.
away.
Mike's ready.
Go.
24,
Yep.
26,
Yep.
28,
This is great radio. Yep.
23,
Yep.
28,
Yep.
and 18.
147.
That's his first 6 years, brother.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude. 2001,
Well, you're the
2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. You're counting the season where he had 50. That was technically his 8th year in the league.
Well, excuse me.
So again, how many interceptions did he have?
Hey, Rick,
He
I'm
did
going to
not-
lose in a second, Rick. I'm gonna go nuts here in a minute.
You know what? This is so far off what my point was, and everybody's arguing, going, "See," and it's like it's like, see my point, and it's like you're arguing something different than what I was saying. I don't think anybody in the room. Listen, I may be explaining this poorly. Okay, listen, I may be explaining this poorly, but I think everybody in this room would agree that the way they've been choosing quarterbacks in the first round has been unsuccessful. Okay,
Yeah,
perhaps
but I
they
think
need to
everybody-
adjust their decision making.
How many?
So here's the
Kyler
issue,
Murrays
here's
and
the-
Baker
That's my
Mayfields
question to
would they
you,
have
Rick.
drafted
How
back
would
in
you
the second? Damn, I'm
change it?
talking over
Because
the listeners.
Right.
okay, go ahead, Matt.
How many-
I'm sorry.
Hold on, Matt's talking. Hold on.
How many people like Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield would be here if it wasn't for Russell Wilson? Because they undersized quarterbacks for most of my life were
Right.
over 6 foot tall, or you can't play the position.
Right,
And now they want everybody to be a scrambler, like LeVar,
right, Jackson.
and
Right,
all of that. LeVar
right.
Jackson. Everybody's got the running ability because that's what they're doing in the NCAA. And what you watch on Saturday afternoon is the top 10 teams in the league, and the other 300 don't get any airtime. So you don't get to see anything. And when they get to the draft, they all say, "Well, that guy, Tua, he was a monster."
At least he didn't say LeVar Burton.
Reading Rainbow.
LeVar
Come
Burton.
on now.
What were you saying, Steven?
Here's the deal, Rick, to get back to what Johnny and the others are asking. How do you measure? Because you can't measure heart. Like Andrew said, Brady has a Jordan-esque, I know you hate that, Rick, but he has a Jordan-esque hatred of losing, which would why he's such a winner. He will do whatever it takes to figure out what he's going to do to improve his game in order to win. Most
Who is
QBs
that?
are not like that. Brady.
Brady.
Most QBs.
I don't have you I have no problem with you saying Brady is Jordan-esque. I have a problem with you saying some smart ass, some pimply ass kid in college is Jordan-esque.
You know what? Taylor Heineken
Brady-esque.
Brady-esque.
I've got a problem with you take some kid in school saying, some young kid who's accomplished nothing and complaining him there. and comparing him there. That's guys, this is not hard, and you guys keep changing what I'm saying.
Where's the meme show?
What's that?
The memes?
I told you. No, the memes. All right, let's do that. And you know what? I loved the segue. Thank you, because now we can stop talking about that. All right.
Sorry, Rick.
Damn, I'm gonna need another bowl.
For those who don't know,
Sorry, guys. I couldn't take it no longer.
I appreciate it. I agree. For those who don't know, the meme grinder is this. That was like the only people watching are those of us in the room. For those watching, the meme grinder is this. It's simply a discussion or a whatever reaction about some memes that I've seen this week. They may be funny, they may be serious, they may be football related, they may be nothing to do with football, they may be poignant, they could be anything. Okay? That's what the meme grinder is, and let's get to it. All right. First of all, when he tells you he's a Patriots fan and you realize that you're now the man in the relationship,
Poor Josh.
Wow.
He looks like he's about to eat her ear. He's like pulling a total Mike Tyson.
She looks so interested.
What's that?
She looks so interested.
Yeah, well, that's the point of the picture. Is she's like, oh God, I'm the man. Now, all of these this is amazing, guys. All of these former NFL players are younger than Tom Brady. Edgerrin James is younger than Tom Brady.
Michael Vick.
Deuce McAllister is younger than Tom Brady. Sean Alexander is younger than Tom Brady. Brian Urlacher, LeVar Arrington, Joey Harrington, and David Boston, and Ron Dane.
Michael Vick had a career, went to jail, came back, retired, and still younger.
Yeah, or had another career. Yeah, and then and he's still younger. And Ron Dane. Do you remember Ron Dane? I barely freaking remember Ron Dane.
I remember Ron Dane.
Yeah, and he's younger than Tom Brady.
And there's only one Hall of Famer in the whole lot.
That's freaking amazing. Edgerrin James?
Urlacher.
Oh yeah. Well, wow, Edgerrin James is not a Hall of Famer?
Nope.
Wow.
I'll check
He's supposed to be up for it.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's move on. 10 years from now, you'll be watching TV and hear, did you or a loved one take the COVID vaccine? You may be entitled.
Oh, dear.
Exactly.
Call 1-800-Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. My goodness.
That actually would be nice.
You're not paying a dime for it. Come on. All right, let's see. It just occurred to me that Patrick Mahomes looks like Darlene from Roseanne.
Oh, my
He
God.
does. He does.
Oh, my God.
Transgender.
She switched teams, so, you know.
All right. Wild but true. Sam Darnold is younger than Joe Burrow. Wow. Wow. That's
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. All right, let's move on. Russell Wilson, when he has to play against J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones, Aaron Donald, and Nick Bosa multiple times a year behind the Seahawks offensive line.
No wonder he praised the God.
I'm telling you right now, that guy is underpaid. He is way underpaid. Offensive line, and he is running his ass off every chance he has to.
Yep. God save me.
Ian Rappaport. Okay, breaking news. The Falcons have traded the 4th pick in exchange to travel back in time to 2016 and run the ball in the Super Bowl.
That's a pretty good one there.
Now we're touching on North sports.
Yep.
There. Shanahan.
Oh.
Hey, man, they're going to need to get pick number 28 and pick number 3 in order to reverse that curse.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers was so good as the host of Jeopardy. Producers have decided to bring in Jordan Love to host Tuesday night.
Nice.
Oh, that's not good.
Actually, I heard he actually wants to do both. He wants to do both.
Yeah.
Jeopardy and
Yeah. Okay, here we go. He's probably thinking about other girls. I swear to God, the 49ers better not draft Mac Jones at night.
Oh, but they are. Oh, but they will.
They're gonna.
It is.
Oh, man.
Not happening.
Here we go. Hold on. Cam Newton hit upgrade. Trendy Bridgewater, go back. Sam Darnold, I said go back. Okay, here we go.
Bridgewater.
Mark Sanchez, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. Here comes Zach Wilson.
That's it. Where they go to die.
Yep. It's time.
Remember, Rick, that coach is worth 7 more wins this year.
Yeah.
It's go 9-7, 10-7 now.
10-7.
10-7.
Yeah, you got to go 10-7. 9-8. They got to go 9-8.
9-8. The downside on that.
Yeah. What's that?
I can't see it happening. And Jacob hadn't come back since we
I don't
broke him
either.
on that.
I know.
Anything with it.
Jacob, we scared Jacob off. I scared Johnny off briefly tonight. I've scared Mike DeRoche off. We've scared Jacob off.
I knew you were going to think that. I had to chase my damn dog.
No, you're lying.
Yeah, I think he's lying too. Okay, here we go. During the coronavirus outbreak, remember to remain at least 10 feet away from others. If you're wondering how far that is, picture a Bears wide receiver and then imagine Trubisky actually threw the pass. That distance is about 10 feet.
Damn.
You know what? I honestly, Trubisky gets beat up on, I think, unnecessarily. He threw a fantastic pass that the Saints copied in the playoffs, and the receiver just dropped it. It was a beautiful pass, and the receivers just dropped it.
Are you really just saying because of one pass?
That changed his career?
No.
That one
That was a career-changing pass.
It matters if you have people who can catch the ball, first and foremost.
I definitely
But he had to
agree.
make some bad passes, too.
Well, draft experts didn't get Deshaun Watson's weakness wrong.
Oh.
Poor ball placement and ball security.
Oh.
They got that right.
Wow.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. Live on Good Morning America.
Using drones to deliver.
Got no pants on.
He's wearing shorts. Or he's in his
no.
underwear. Yep.
What an idiot. What producer didn't look at him and say, frame?
Yeah, exactly.
Go back and look at her face. It looks like she's trying to stretch her head up to look down.
Oh, my
Or no, it looks like she's about to crack up. And Mike and
Is that
Strahan's looking at it like, what the All right, here we go.
Future.
Here you go. You got to read this one.
It's so hard to just put on jeans. Just put on jeans.
Right?
That's
Yep.
what Sean
Ready?
Hannity does. He wears
Thanks,
jeans.
Jesus, for this food.
De nada.
De nada.
Denada.
Thanks, Jesus, for this food. De nada.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't catch that.
I thought it was good.
Yep, I like that one.
You would being from Texas, my God.
Oh.
Nursing homes will be full of these one day.
Forever 18.
1918. Oh, Lord.
Nice shade of green.
When Chuck Norris attends a feminist rally, he comes back with his shirt ironed.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Where has this one been my whole life?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, I had to zoom in because I swear I saw Alf in this picture.
Whoa. What the hell
Holy
is that?
crap.
Holy God.
What the hell is that?
It's a woman looking down.
No.
She's got sunglasses on her hair.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh. That is just...
My eyes will not let me.
I
watch
know.
it.
It's hard to not see Alf.
I can't see it.
I
That's
can't.
terrible.
Now, I'm going to go away from memes for just a moment because I want to point something out. And the producer, I'm sort of making a point to the producer here, okay? Because you know how I have another cat other than the producer?
Yes.
I've discovered something, and I think this is a pretty big deal. And I probably should not publicly out my cat, but I'm going to.
Oh, no.
My cat is Batman.
There you go. He's Gerald McCoy.
My cat is Batman.
Dude, you're breaking rule, man.
You know,
I know my cat is Batman. Yeah. All right.
Never out Batman.
Rick,
Yeah. Yes.
Rick, I honestly thought you were going to say your cat's addicted to porn. I really thought you were going to say that.
No, my cat is Batman.
It was a full moon. I don't know if it was.
Okay, he looks like we mounted him on the wall.
Whoa.
That's terrible.
Only sold in China.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I love that one.
That's so
I
wrong.
love
That
that
is so
one.
wrong.
Oh, I love that one. Okay, here we go. Mark safe from having to watch another Patriots, the Patriots in another Super Bowl. And this is my status this week in a relationship with shoestring French fries.
Oh, no. They're too small.
Now, I love shoestring fries. Yeah, so do I. Nice and crispy. I'm going to break the rule again and bring up a personal photo. I was watching a commercial, and on the commercial, it was for some medicine, and it said, may cause you to have black stool.
Okay.
And I got concerned.
Oh, what the?
I'm not even taking the medication, but no.
Only your proctologist knows for sure.
I was bothered when I heard that commercial. I really was like, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. I just tried that new app that shows you what you'll look like in 40 years.
Oh my God.
That's accurate.
All right, here we go.
Totally accurate to me.
Yep, same with me. IMAX, Toy Story 4, Men in Black, Godzilla, Aladdin, and Child's Play. The 90s called. They want their movies back.
Yeah, no kidding.
And my favorite, although now the dog one's looking really, really good. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, but my favorite is... In Soviet Russia, Waldo finds you.
Where was I? You tell me now.
In Soviet Russia, Waldo finds you. Oh man!
I still think the dog was the best one.
That was the best movie.
The dog needs to go in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, isn't it that dog? That's just hilarious.
Between that and
That's terrible, Rick.
I love that.
That's the best movie of the year so far.
Yeah, it might be. We've had a couple. We've had a couple that are good, but I don't know.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it. Anyway, wow.
what's the weather like, North Sports?
Oh, did you get that? Oh man, if the power goes out on me, guys, it's because we got a random snowstorm that just came in. So.
Hey Andrew.
Wow, are you serious?
It's coming our way too.
Yeah,
wow.
It was like plus 14 yesterday and beautiful and like literally started looking like spring. Went to go out today and maybe go start up on the garden and stuff like that. Yeah, no.
Can you learn to speak Fahrenheit, please?
You know what's funny? Is right now we're under tornado watch and there's bad storms outside. So
what?
Yeah. So no snow though.
Today.
No snow though. It was like 80 today. But
the top edge of that is turning into.
We're getting 25 centimeters on Tuesday.
You're what?
We're getting 25 centimeters on Monday morning.
That's what she said.
What's that in American?
Wait, let me make sure I understand this. You guys, you guys said it's snowing in Canada right now?
Yeah.
No way, I've never heard of that.
And then they get mad at the fact that we make fun of them.
Wow.
Come on.
Hey, Mike, that was
I want to make fun of snow. I know that back down here. I can't stand these hot days.
What's that?
You said.
What'd you say?
The 26 centimeters is 9.5 inches.
Yep.
That's a lot of snow.
Mike's getting. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, I turned the volume down. Crap. Never mind. Yeah, the breaking news. Yeah, breaking news. Mike DeRoche is getting 9.5 inches. Mike's like, you're not funny. You're not funny. It will be moist. What?
Mike, speaking as a super straight guy, that's a lot. You can handle that?
Yeah, there's the look on his face when he gets it. But anyway.
How many inches are you taking there, Andrew?
What's that, Johnny?
How many inches are you taking there, buddy?
Teresa,
buddy, I'm only getting like 2 inches over here. Okay, fuck you.
Andrew's like, and this is bad enough. I was complaining about it, but now. Yeah, some days, sometime or other, I got a story to tell you all about a girl I dated. That we'll have to do that off the air, but that relates to this whole thing.
No. You guys bring that up.
I can't. Listen. I cannot tell you this story on the air. So, all right, guys.
Hey, Johnny,
Here's the deal.
hey,
Let's
Johnny.
call this a night, okay? Let's call this a night. It's been a fun night going up against whatever the heck they call it, WrestleMania.
WWE, baby.
Just about done, honey.
So it's about time that we shut this off. So before I close this out, let me have first of all, Andrew, tell everybody where to find you.
You can find me north of the border here, brothers. You know, with all this snow and stuff, weird WrestleMania and then my snakes and stuff. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. I hope you enjoy WrestleMania tonight. And you can find me here at North Sports Dynasty here across the border and across all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And you can follow me personally at Twitter at Andrew_FullBear.
Just please do so softly, gently, sweetly, and discreetly.
Yeah, brother.
I thought he was pinching his nipples. He's showing his shirt. Sorry, I misunderstood.
I'm still in character, and I can't softly and discreetly and all that. Yeah.
All right, hold on. We have Trooper here. Hello, Trooper.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, how you doing?
I tell you what, my favorite meme was the Forever 18 and then Matt Coulson with the Forever 1918.
That was pretty good.
That was
How
good.
did you get him to do a bit?
Yeah. So, Ray, what'd you have for dinner?
Oh, I had Taylor ham or pork roll. For those of you Northerners know what I'm talking about. Taylor ham and egg sandwiches, baby.
Taylor ham?
Yeah,
It comes in a can.
No.
Ham.
That's spam.
No, get it cut by the slice. It's pork roll. It's not a Chicago thing. It's a New York. It's a New Jersey thing. But it's basically like a really tasty, kind of like a salami, but a little bit above that. You
I got a question for you. I got a question. When I don't know what the deal is. When I was young, we used to have some sort of hard salami, I thought it was hard salami. I think I was told it was hard salami, but it seemed a lot harder than whatever I get at the grocery store now.
Boing.
What is?
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs to watch it on that hard.
Yeah, that's salami.
Everything's a lot harder than it was back when you were a kid.
Yeah. No. Yeah, everything's a lot softer than. Yeah, everything was hard. Yeah, but I don't know what it was. But
Smells really good.
But there was some sort of it was a salami or like a summer sausage or something, but it was really, really hard. And oh my God, that was good. And I haven't been able to find it since. And it bugs me. And my grandparents are no longer around, so I can't find out what it was. And it's pissing me off.
It was probably ostrich meat or emu.
No, that doesn't sound like a Chicago thing. That sounds like an Oklahoma thing.
No. Kentucky too.
Hey man, kill that and eat it. But I mean,
Look at the size of them legs. We could eat on that for days.
Wow. Okay. So now, because I want y'all to shut up. I want Ray to talk because I want to get Ray's opinion on something. Okay. So Ray, it's just you and me, my friend.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Okay.
Just the two of us.
Thanks. Please sing that nice and quiet in the background. That would be wonderful.
That's the loveliest thing I've ever heard.
That would be fantastic. So no, Ray. Okay, I was saying earlier, and I got a lot of pushback, to put it mildly, but I think that the metrics or the way that they judge quarterbacks coming out of college probably needs to change, or even quarterbacks, because it seems like there are guys who are just winners who maybe are not as tall as you should be, or maybe not as fast as you should be, or as strong, or have the arm or the footwork or whatever, but they find ways to win. And it seems like that's not valued enough, perhaps. And I got a lot of pushback. Am I now that you're not hopping in and getting into the fray, do you think I'm crazy for what I was saying?
No, not at all. In fact, I think that if anything, we've learned with the Russell Wilsons and the other quarterbacks that have come, and even the Kyler Murray, is it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but it's the size of the fight in the dog. And some of these guys, you may have to tailor an offense to get around them, because there's no doubt that when you've got 6'5", 6'7" linemen, the lanes may not be as open as they once were. But with these passing schemes that these coordinators are running these days, these guys, they can throw it blind because they're throwing to a spot that they've practiced since, back in training camp. And these guys are phenomenal players. And then they can actually use their size to the advantage to get lost in that shuffle of that offensive line. And it actually can be more of an advantage as less of a disadvantage.
So you agree with me?
I do definitely agree with
Then
you.
that's why they call him the best of the Bay. Y'all are idiots. So thank you, Miscreants.
Just talking coffee cups. Come on now.
Speaking of coffee cups, I'm going to say this, guys. Check out the Best of the Bay Cup of Ray gear at bucksreportgear.shop. And there is some good stuff. www.bucksreportgear.shop. There is some great gear there, and I think Ray has probably some of the best. And I don't know if you guys saw the Parrot gear, the Parrot Army gear, but that stuff is awesome. There's a lot of really good gear, and so check that out when you get the chance. And there are more shows like Harry the Greek's Over Under and the Audible that'll be popping up here shortly. We're just waiting for it to basically get approved and populate. So as soon as that's ready, it'll be there probably any day. But thank you guys. I appreciate all of you for coming on. Ray, you came here right at the end, but we were just shutting down. Thanks to what do you call it? WrestleMania. Everybody have a great night. Yeah.
Hey,
thank you guys for.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I will not have my.
Hold on. He just asked to talk. Hold on.
Sorry, Mike. I will not have my Cup of Ray mug in the morning, but I will have a special guest on Cup of Ray tomorrow morning. The professor, Mr. Johnny Dean, will be joining me, and we're going to get into the Ring of Honor. We're going to get into what seems to be some of the requirements.
I've heard about this, and you guys. I am going to tune in. I will be making comments in the chat section.
Love it.
I will definitely be listening because what this show is going to be is you want to tune in. I already know a little bit about it, and for at least if what I've heard in the breeze is true, and I want you guys to be there because it's going to be something that's gonna. Let's put it this way. I'm going to just say this. Listen to Cup of Ray. It's the start of something tomorrow.
What time is it?
9 a.m., Mr. Matt. And I'll tell you guys what, I had to come on tonight. I'm going to try to work more and more over the next few weeks. I'd like to try to earn my Miscreants badge. I know I'm a newbie here, but I want to try.
Dude, you're a miscreant. You're a miscreant. Oh my God! Yeah, if there's somebody who was born one, it's you.
I don't know.
He's the guy that was in school that was a smartass that the teacher just loved. And he'd sit back and get everybody in trouble. And then she'd look at him and he'd be all shiny and stuff, and everybody else is getting the mud. That's who Ray is.
Oh, man, you sound like you were in my class. Anyway, thanks for letting me come on at the end here. Great show tonight, Rick. Love the guys. Love the show tonight.
Whole lot of fun. Yeah, guys, thank you. Mike, you keep popping in and out. Okay, Andrew, when's your show? Tell everybody when your show is.
My shows are on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, my time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is your guys' time.
And they can go to North Sports Dynasty where to see the replays?
You can see them all across social media platforms. You can see them on our website. That's the right word. Website at northsportsdynasty.com. You can go to Twitter and find them there, Facebook on our Facebook page, and you can see them all across our social media platforms.
Awesome. Thank you very much, buddy.
Not a problem. Thank you guys for having me. Love all you Miscreants, and I'll see you guys next week.
Tomorrow night?
Oh, tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow night is live from the cheap seats, brother.
That's right. Right.
All right. See you later.
Yeah.
All right. Ray, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys real soon.
Yeah, I will see. Well, I'll see you in the morning, or at least I'll be listening to you, and I'll be making comments for you.
Appreciate you, brother.
You got it. Have a good one.
Good night, Ray.
Later, Ray.
All right. You guys want to tell anybody speak up here and where you can be found?
I can be found on Saturdays and Sundays and Tuesdays right here underneath something either cooking in the south or eating a cheese feet or whatever. So look for me live. I might be in a chat room near you.
All right, awesome. And Monday and Friday with the brand new show, guys. I want to tell you about it. It's called the Bucs Report Show. And last night was I'm a little taken aback and a little humbled by the success that the show was. And I can promise you, I know it's because of the Miscreants. I can promise you, I know
Me and Mike
that.
had him churning.
Yes, you
You
did.
lost your Emmy last night, Rick.
I did lose my Emmy last night. You guys, it was hilarious because I'm sitting here holding the phone, and right as I was getting ready, Joshua was on there, and I was gonna have Joshua. I was gonna go to the phone lines, and I dropped the phone, and it, like the meatball that rolled off the table, across the floor, out the door. I mean, my phone hit the ground and just started rolling, like tumbling, and I'm like, crap. And I didn't realize one of the wires also came unplugged, so that's what was making the mess. So yeah, on Monday night when we bring that back up, that won't be a problem. Sorry about that. But you guys
wouldn't be live if you didn't have something.
That's it. Yeah, and especially when you're when you're trying hard because it's a new show, new format, new vibe, new feel. You've got all this new stuff going on. You're in an unfamiliar environment, and then something like that has to happen. I mean, it's sort of like when you get a new car, and invariably it's going to get dinged, like immediately.
We bought a truck in Tulsa one time, and on the way home, the light came on for the engine.
Yeah.
It still had the window sticker. I was like,
Yeah.
Good God almighty.
That's funny. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything, folks. And I hope I see you tomorrow night. I definitely hope I see you Monday. That's very, very important. And seriously, everything you guys do, you mean much. And that's from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate
All
you,
right,
Rick. Hey,
guys.
real quick, did you see what Tim Witherspoon said about the salami?
No, let me see here. His salami isn't as hard as when he was younger.
Oh.
That feels really powerful.
I don't know, man.
Anyways, how about that weather we're having?
Yeah. Anyway, all right, you guys. Matt, stay safe. Steven, stay safe. Mike, stay warm.
You too, brother.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
You guys.
All right, guys, we're gonna shut this show down with one. Good night. With one final thing that I like to do here on What's Cooking in the South. All right, guys, the leftovers is something we just missed. We didn't talk about it, didn't get covered, slipped through the cracks, it's something we didn't get a chance to mention. And it's something I want to go into, and it's something that I think we have not talked a lot about during this offseason. And that is the coaching staff. And that is I don't care about the future of the coaching staff. I'm talking about the now of the coaching staff and how amazing Bruce Arians gets all the credit, gets all the play, gets all of that. But I want to say this to the rest of the coaching staff. I want to say this to the unsung heroes on that staff that are coaching up the guys that end up starting or end up working their way up the depth charts, the guys who find their way off of the practice squad and all of a sudden they're playing. It's because of that coaching staff. So all of those guys, all of those coaches, we need to give them a little bit of love because I believe those are the guys. Those are the guys that really brought this team to where it needs to be. So those are the unsung heroes, but make no mistake, they are heroes. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Tim Witherspoon, as always, bringing it strong. Carl Hardy, Teresa, love you. Christopher Cole, you're awesome. I love you being here. You're always here. You're a regular, and I can count on you, and I appreciate that. Jim Sutton, thank you. All you guys, I'm not going to get to mention everybody. Glenn Moore, all of you, thank you. Ethan English, I see you here. I know you're here a lot. Thank you. But all of you, thanks for being here. And we will be back tomorrow night at 8:30. I think it's going to be a fun show. It usually is. And there's some stuff in store for you, as usual, on that show. Thanks a lot for being here. Have a great night. See you tomorrow night at 8:30. Where? Live from the cheap seats.